Her lease doesn't have what you have in the one you gave me. That would be a big no-no for me. And she left the end of June.
Yes, ma'am.
And you had $800 deposit of hers that you kept, right? Did she pay June's rent?
No.
So that you have that June's rent covered because her rent is $625, right? What are you looking at me? You may not agree with me.
Correct.
You don't have to agree with me. Not everybody loves me and not everybody agrees with me. And this is a very good lesson for landlords. Landlords, when they sign a lease. Landlords and tenants, because I say the same thing to tenants. You can't live in the property without paying rent. Something's wrong with the property, you complain about it, but you don't live there and not pay rent. That's not in my America. Now, in some America, that's okay. Not where I would rule in America. So tenants can't change the terms of the lease, nor can a landlord. What?
In my lease, it states that within written notice, you can change the terms of the lease.
That's what we call in the law void for vagueness, because that means that if you give her notice that her rent, instead of being $625, and all of a sudden your property becomes the most gentrified area in the neighborhood, and you can get $3,000 a month for it, you can say, I'm giving you notice. You're no longer paying $625, now you're paying $3,000 a month rent. So, under the terms of your lease, which I actually read about in the complaint, you said, on notice, the landlord may change the terms of the lease. You cannot have that in a lease. That's why we have a lease. A lease is nothing other than a contract, where everybody knows what their parameters are. Nothing's different from a lease is if I work for CBS, and if they put a clause in the contract that I had to sign, and it says, CBS can change the terms of your contract at any time on 30 days' notice. And I come to work one day, and they're supposed to pay me, and they give me $50. And they say, you know what? We paid you enough. That would be a nightmare for CBS. It would be a nightmare for me. That's why we have a contract, where we all know the terms of the contract. Now that I've given my law lesson for the day, I will say to you, goodbye, arrivederci, you have no case. Thank you.